Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean.
Come on, it's only the Dodgers. Ha-ha! Kyle Schwarbarian Schwarbomb Jude, baby, beautiful man, you. Holy pots and pans. He gets a triple and a walk-off solo home run to give the Phillies their first win of the season over the Dodgers, and it gives them their sixth straight victory. Phillies beat the Dodgers 5-4. Welcome into the Phillies post-game show here on the JAKIB YouTube channel. My name is Marc Farzetta. Couldn't be more excited to be with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, this fine program is brought to you by the great people at Colony Pools and Power Washing. Win and save big this baseball season with our friends from Colony Pools and Power Washing. Let the experts get rid of that ugly green algae and mold off your roof, off your siding, and off your deck. They service Delaware. That's the state of Delaware. Delco and Chester counties. Call them at 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250. How about them fighting Phils? It wasn't the prettiest, but they got the job done. And as I alluded to in the very first words of this show today, it's only the Dodgers. I don't give a damn. You're supposed to win this game when you only got a bullpen game that you're facing bullpen arms. You're supposed to win the game. They won the game tonight. They put up 5 runs on that bullpen, which is a lot more than they've done against the Tigers, for instance. It is a lot better than what they normally did against the Nationals, especially, but mostly the Tigers, excuse me. But getting this win tonight is huge for the Phillies. They are now 1 game under 500. And just off the top of my head, I believe that's the first time they're only 1 game under 500 since they were last playing the LA Dodgers, believe it or not. Because they're riding a 4-game winning streak going into LA. Then they got swept. Then I believe they lost 6 straight. Now they've won 6 straight, with the 6th straight coming tonight against the Dodgers. So Phillies could be possibly turning things around. Could they possibly had gotten right in the get-right games against the Nationals and then again against the Tigers? As of right now, it looks like they did. Let's talk about something here. First off, Kyle Schwarber. I don't know what changes in the water in June for Kyle Schwarber, but the way the wind blows brings smoke from Canada, and in this season, supposedly it brings another smoking hot bat from Kyle Schwarber, who went yard to win this game tonight and also got that triple just off the perfect spot. It was overrun by the rookie in DeLuca playing in just his 2nd game there in center field, and the Phillies made them pay for surrendering not only that bad defensive play in center field, but also that long ball hit to deep center field at Citizens Bank Park. To focus on Kyle Schwarber and what he's been able to put together so far has been nothing short of spectacular. Looking at his game tonight, he finished the game going 2 for 3. The average only up to 177 on the season, as we know. But he got things going with the walk in the first inning to make sure that the Phillies at least got a guy on base. That's one of the big reasons that Rob Thompson loves him in that spot. And then from there on out, he got on base another 2 times, including that triple and the walk-off home run. Absolutely impressed by what I'm seeing from Kyle Schwarber to this point. Going into today, he had only been batting .222 going into this game in the month of June, but the home runs certainly come around. The home run tonight is his 4th home run in the month of June, and on the season, it is now his 17th home run on the year. This has been a miraculous month throughout Kyle Schwarber's career, as we know. He said he can't figure it out. He says it's just a coincidence, but there's got to be something to it. Whatever it is, don't change a thing. If it's the leadoff spot and you're winning these games, don't change a thing. If you're finally getting some production from Trey Turner, don't change a thing. As I have told you, since they really started to change this lineup in that series against the Nationals, since then, I told you, I don't like this lineup. I think it's a hideous lineup. I don't like that Stott, after being so well-deserving of being on top, is now a guy that's batting 6th or 7th in this lineup. I told you I don't like it. But if they're winning, you don't change the formula. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This is a scenario where it looks broke as hell just looking at the lineup card, but then you actually watch it go out there and produce, and you're like, no, it's actually working fine. It's working fluidly. So Kyle Schwarber, I give him all the credit for being able to do what he's done so far this season and so far in the month of June, just tattooing baseballs. Absolutely impressed by what you're seeing from Kyle Schwarber to this point this month of June. And it's only June 9th. It's only June 9th. And here's where we're at. 4 home runs so far in this month. Ranger Suarez, ladies and gentlemen. The Phillies now have 5 straight starting pitching performances. 5 straight starting pitching performances. 2 of them are by Ranger Suarez, where now at least your starting 5, or your starting pitchers, I should say, have gone at least 6 innings, allowing 1 earned run. At most 1 earned run in 5 straight starts. At least 6 innings. Most of them have been 7 innings, including Ranger Suarez's first start to kick off this nice little streak for the Phillies starting pitchers when he went 7 innings allowing 1 earned run against the Washington Nationals in their second win in that series. And then Aaron Nola, by the way, 3 pitchers take a no-hitter at least into the 5th inning in that run. So it's pretty impressive, the starting pitching you have gotten. 5 straight starts, at least 6 innings, and at most 1 earned run. Not too shabby. So what do? I take to Twitter. I take to Twitter. I go to Twitter, and I'm about to tweet out how great it is to see the Phillies starting pitching being so fantastic over those last 5 starts. And then just as I'm about to do that, Matt Strahm, a guy who I have admired, who I have appreciated, who I think has had a phenomenal year, helping out in the starting rotation, then getting back to the bullpen, then helping out being an opener, and then back to the bullpen. He's done great. But oh my goodness gracious, did he blow it? Did he absolutely blow it in that 7th inning? He had 2 outs, and they get the rally going there. Betts hits the 2-run home run. Then all of a sudden, Freddie Freeman, nice to see you again. Once a Brave, always a Brave. And then he goes to another team I hate, in the Dodgers, and then he belts one. Now it's tied up, 4-4 ball game. But Ranger Suarez, things were just working for him tonight. I mean, we've talked about things that were working for Zach Wheeler. We've talked about things that were working for Aaron Nola. Ranger Suarez in his last start. I mean, he is locating the changeup phenomenally well. His last pitch of the game, was a season high for him, 103 pitches. He went 99 pitches against the Mets. But he goes out there tonight and goes 103 pitches. His last pitch is a pinpoint 95-mile-per-hour fastball dusting the outside corner of the plate. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just live in this world for a second here. Let's live in this world for a second. Kyle Schwarber has figured it out. He's gotten comfortable. The power has returned full blast in the month of June. Let's just play with that for a second. Okay, let's play with the idea that Trey Turner is going to start to figure it out. Bryce Harper, same thing. Castellanos, same thing. When those guys have figured it out and continue to figure it out and continue to have some pretty damn good seasons for the Phillies there in the lineup. Bryce's stock continues to hit. You get Alec Bohm back, which will, by the way, more on that a little bit later in the show. Let's just live in this fantasy world for a second, and your pitching has figured it out. Most notably, the starting rotation. And that's not even with a 5th starter. Go figure. Then this Phillies team could actually reach their potential. If you get this lineup doing what they're supposed to be doing. All I want to see from this lineup right now is, other than Kyle Schwarber, I want to see home runs. We're in the longest drought so far of the season for Bryce Harper going homerless. It's been 11 games. The last time he had a 10-game homerless streak, he ended up hitting a home run against the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta in that 4-game series that they had down there in the ATL. If we're actually around just seeing them start to turn that corner, then some good things are on the horizon. This is just the beginning. Awesome to see them win 6 in a row again. Absolutely fantastic. How about a hat tip to the defense backing up, whether it was Strom, whether it was Suarez out there, whether it was Alvarado. Max Muncy is not a happy camper tonight about the Philadelphia Phillies' right side of their infield when it comes to Cody Clemens at first base, robbing of him a hit with a great diving stop. We'll get to that. And then a beautiful stop by Bryson Stott where he just leapt in the air to his right to snag another line drive out of the air off the bat of Max Muncy from a 100-mile-per-hour pitch off the bat. Off the hand from the left hand from Jose Alvarado to the bat of Max Muncy, line there to second base, and Bryson Stott was right there to make a great play, trying to get the double up on second base there, was unable to do it on Martinez, I believe was at second base at the time. But great win for the Phillies. They'll be back at it tomorrow, I believe a 4:10 start time. So let's go through the play-by-play of tonight's game. See you guys rolling in here in the chat. Nice to see you. If you're new to the chat, I do give you guys shout-outs a little bit later in the show. So make sure you guys leave a comment about what you guys think. A couple of things I want to get into is, of course, the play-by-play tonight. Max Muncy led things off by lining out to the center fielder, Brandon Marsh, to start the game for the Phillies. Then Freddie Freeman goes up there, and he doubles the left center field. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, all right, maybe this is going to be a quick start. Maybe this is going to be a quick start for Ranger Suarez. That's how quick I hit the panic button. But he goes up there, he hits the double. Smith goes up there and strikes out. He chases the fastball away. Beautiful pitch by Ranger Suarez. And then you see Martinez go up there with the RBI double. So he doesn't get out of the inning unscathed. He allows a run. He now go in the hole 1-0. It was a 13-pitch inning, though, for Ranger Suarez, which was a great sign, obviously, because you want him to go as long as he can in these games. Then in the first inning, Kyle Schwarber leads off with the walk. Nick Castellanos grounds into the fielder's choice. He's safe at first. You have Schwarber out at second. Harper grounds into another fielder's choice to the 1-6 putout. Turner gets a single to center field. Maybe something's happening here. It was a 1-2 pitch. He drilled a slider there in the center field. Now you have first and second with 2 outs, and JT Realmuto, unfortunately, lines out to center field on the first pitch he sees. So no damage done there by the Phillies. In the second inning, Taylor strikes out looking at a fastball on the outside corner. Again, pinpoint accuracy. Now, home plate umpire Bill Miller did have a bit of a wide strike zone tonight, and it went both ways, so let's just acknowledge that. But particularly for our guy here, Ranger Suarez, again, I don't know if he just figured that out early and he was going for those pitches, but man, he was dusting corners all night long. He got Taylor striking out, looking at that fastball in the outside corner. Vargas then grounded out to Stott, and DeLuca got a hit in that inning to center field, a single. Was it his first major league hit? I think it was his first major league hit. Rojas then grounds out to third base, so no damage done. Second inning, Stott flies out to center. Worked a full count, so a good at bat by him. Marsh ends up grounding out to first, and then Clemens gets a single to center field. So a hot bat for Cody Clemens so far in the last couple of games here. Sosa then grounds out for the fielder's choice 5-4 putout. Then in the third inning, a little bit more of a threat here. Betts leads off with the single. Whenever he gets off to lead off, always a worrisome thing. Freddie Freeman, though, grounds out to shortstop. No chance at a double play, unfortunately. The ball was hit too far behind second base. Turner came over to make a great play on it and was able to get the out at first, at least. Smith goes up there. He strikes out. 3-2 curveball. This is what I'm talking about here. The curveball has really progressed. I know a lot of people are talking about Ranger Suarez changeup starting to progress, and it has, and it's been great. But I don't think enough people have talked about how good his curveball has been since he's come back. And you talk about a pitch getting improving game by game, almost inning by inning out of the hand of Ranger Suarez. And I even feel more so than the changeup, that curveball, he has gotten so much more control over. And he had guys flailing at it early in the count, late in the count. Guys were really chasing it tonight. And that pitch that he threw right there to Smith in the third inning, that 3-2 curveball, was beautiful thing. Then Martinez goes up there, and unfortunately he gets a 3-2 changeup. He holds off. He ends up walking. So now you got 2 runners on in this situation. First and second, 2 outs. Muncy. This one is a little dribbler there to Bryson Stott at second base for the putout. He gets out of the inning. Third inning, let's make some music. Kyle Schwarber steps to the plate, belts a deep fly ball, center field, goes off the angle in center, overrun by DeLuca, the rookie center fielder, and wow. First off, a lot of credit to Kyle Schwarber. He admired for a split second. If he admired at all, it was for a split second. Connects with the pitch, drives into the center field, fly ball. He knows it's not gone. He knows from where he hit it in the ballpark, he didn't get enough of it. So he goes, Kyle Schwarber Jets activated. Reese Hoskins, who I thought was great in the booth, and he was in the booth at the time, just said, speed kills. Hey, speed kills. The bearded Reese Hoskins, speed kills. And for the kids at home, I don't know what that was, what Kyle Schwarber was doing when he went into third base, but it wasn't a slide. You've heard of a pop slide, right? You've heard of the pop slide. Oh, the pop slides are cool, man. Turn a lot of the girls' heads in high school. Turn it with a pop slide. Oh, hey, what's up? See me slide into second base? See me slide in third? What's up, right? Kyle Schwarber, I think that was a plop slide because he just kind of hit the ground and bounced. He plopped and bounced. That was more of what it was. And then he gave the eyes there to the dugout, which was great. So now you have a leadoff runner on third base. How fantastic is that? Nick Castellanos steps up. He strikes out. Bryce Harper steps up, gets the RBI single to right field past the diving Vargas. That plates the runner. It's now 1-1 in the third inning. JT Realmuto ends up going up to the plate there. Grounds into the 6-4 force out to end the frame. Then in the fourth inning, this is a great inning. Great inning, despite how it started for Ranger Suarez. Taylor gets the 5-pitch walk, so you got the leadoff runner on. Vargas goes up there. He flies out to right field. DeLuca flies out to left field. You got 2 outs. Rojas at the plate now. Wild pitch. Taylor goes to second. Rojas grounds out to third to end the threat. A 9-pitch at bat. Won by Ranger Suarez, the battle. The Phillies go down in the fourth inning, the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-2-3. Stott flies out to right. Marsh ends up striking out. Clemens goes up there and grounds out to second base. Fifth inning. Phillies just Ranger Suarez dominant in this fifth inning. Maybe his best inning of the night. Strikes out Mookie Betts. Fastball outside corner, looking again, pinpoint accuracy with the fastball tonight. Freddie Freeman goes up there, strikes out on the high fastball, couldn't catch up with about letter high. Then Smith goes up there and he strikes out looking at the outside fastball again. Beautiful inning there by Ranger Suarez. Bottom of the fifth inning, the Phillies bats come to the aid of their starting pitcher. This time, Eddie Sosa leads things off with a very awkward infield single. Could have been an error, but check swing single up the middle. He gets on first base. Kyle Schwarber then walks. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Nick Castellanos plays the role of the hero. He gets the RBI double to center field. Dave Roberts in this situation. So you got 2 runners on now. Schwarber and Sosa scores. So it's a 2-1 game. You got a runner on second and third in this situation. With nobody out, you've already gone in the hole here 2-1. Bryce Harper steps to the plate. First base is open. Dave Roberts decides to pitch to Bryce Harper. It ended up biting them in the ass, but not as bad as I thought it would bite them in the ass. You got to pitch to Harper here, or you decide to pitch to Harper. Wild pitch, Schwarber scores. It's 3-1 Phillies. Then you have Castellanos going to third. Harper ends up flying out to shallow left field, so Castellanos can't score. Turner then wraps one around the third base bag, or does it? It was ruled that he did not, so he stays at the plate. Turner then puts an RBI single into center field, scoring Nick Castellanos. It's a 4-1 ball game. All is right with the world. And then Realmuto goes up there and flies out to left field, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Oh, Grove went out. Vesia came in. Stott saw one pitch, and he flew out to left field as well. So that was the end of the Phillies' fifth inning. A great fifth inning nonetheless. 4-1 after the fifth inning. Sixth inning, Ranger Suarez is still out there, and he's still dealing. Martinez strikes out on the changeup. Beautiful changeup there by Ranger Suarez. Muncy goes up there, line drive. This is the first of 2 line drive spearings by the Phillies defense on the right side of the infield there. Muncy goes up there, hits a line drive to Cody Clemens. Cody Clemens turns into a cat and just snatches it out of the sky. Gets the second out of the inning right there. So Max Muncy is retired. Deuces, and then Taylor strikes out. Looking on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Like I mentioned earlier, the 103rd pitch for Ranger Suarez. See ya. Have a seat. Everybody sits down. Sixth inning, bottom of the sixth inning, Marsh strikes out. Clemens strikes out on the high heat. Sosa strikes out as well. Nothing to brag about there. Ranger Suarez night is done. They go to the bullpen for Matt Strahm. Walks the first batter he faces in Vargas. DeLuca goes up there, strikes out. Rojas strikes out. Runner on first, 2 outs. You can get out of this, right? You can get out of this, Strom. Mookie Betts 2-run home run. Yeah, it's a 1-run game. All right, well, they still got the lead. Before I could even say, well, they still got the lead, Freddie Freeman was blasting a pitch into center field for the 4-4 tie. Solo home run by Freddie Freeman. According to the Elias Sports Bureau, it's the 1 billionth home run he's hit up the Phillies. All right, anyway. Matt Strom's able to get out of it by getting Smith to ground out to short. On a 3-2 count, but it definitely made you a little nervous with 2 outs in the inning that they might even get more 2-out lightning than the 3 runs they already scored in the inning on Matt Strom. Now in the 7th, Shelby Miller's at the ball game. First batter he faces is Kyle Schwarber. He grounds out to the second baseman. Castellanos flies out to right. Harper steps up there and makes the out. Oh, looks like I didn't record the how he made the out there. But anyway, I was too busy looking up the fact that it has been 11 games since he last hit a home run. Jose Alvarado comes on to pitch the top of the 8th inning. Been since May 7th against the Boston Red Sox that we saw Jose Alvarado. He had been on the mend. So a little bit more than a month ago, he's finally back. And he was looking pretty good. He wasn't looking great, but as far as velocity on his fastball, velocity on his sinker, movement on his pitches, he certainly had that going for him, except for when he faced Victor Martinez there, who got a double right out of the gate. Double to left field right off of him, off the top of the wall to left field. Just missed a home run by about a foot. It's pretty close. Muncy then goes up there, and with a runner on second base, drills a 100-mile-per-hour sinker right to Bryson Stott's direction, who dives, makes the play, tries to double off Martinez at second base, can't do it, but now at least you got 1 out. And if that ball made it past Bryson Stott, maybe you get a run scoring there. Maybe you're actually down at this point in the game 5-4. Maybe, not likely, but maybe. So Muncy makes the first out of the inning on the great diving catch by Bryson Stott. Taylor steps up to the plate there. He can't catch up to a cut fastball that was cutting in on the hands. Taylor strikes out, second out of the inning. Vargas walks. During that at-bat, there's a wild pitch. JT Realmuto couldn't block it. You end up walking Vargas. It's actually the last pitch of the at-bat. Vargas gets the walk. Ball 4. Martinez takes third base. So now you got first and third with 2 outs. Yee! DeLuca steps up to the plate. 95-mile-per-hour cut fastball. Too much for the rookie. The 24-year-old rookie. He can't deal. He strikes out on the 95-mile-per-hour cut fastball. 22 pitches in the inning for Jose Alvarado. Enter the 8th inning. Turner strikes out on 3 pitches. Realmuto gets hit by a pitch. So now Realmuto is on first with 1 out. Bryson Stott's at the plate. They decide to send JT Realmuto. I've been against this in the past. I didn't like it when I saw it originally, and then T-Mac did a great job highlighting this statistic. Will Smith has only thrown out 3 batters of the 33 runners of the 33 that have attempted to steal a base. He's thrown out 3. That's terrible. So, yeah, go ahead and send JT Realmuto who can run. And not just run well for a catcher, but run well. So, Stott's up there. I didn't like earlier, if I'm a Dodgers fan, I didn't like pitching to Bryce Harper when he had the open base. So, Sona Kesona, it is what it is. I didn't like, with a 3-0 count, you have one of your best, most consistent hitters all year at the plate in Bryson Stott. You had a runner in scoring position. You know he's going to get a fastball. Now, I'm talking in the moment. Phillies won. I'm excited the Phillies won, but I'm talking in the moment. Bryson Stott gets that fastball. You know he's getting that fastball. And he was taken all the way. He's taken all the way. Unfortunately, Bryson Stott goes on to strike out on ball 4. Swings to the high heat. Can't catch up with it. Brandon Marsh. Oh, my God. 95-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle of the plate. This has become a running theme with Brandon Marsh. And I love Brandon. I'm a big Brandon Marsh fan. Love the guy. All right? Sometimes guys just buckle when they see that heat down the middle of the plate. They're looking for something else, and it's definitely not something else. It's just being aggressive and going right at you. I assume the book is out. If you get in a tight situation, he's not thinking fastball down the middle of the plate, so throw a fastball down the middle of the plate. And that's more than one occasion I've seen so far on this season. Multiple occasions, I'll say, this season, that Brandon Marsh just gets that fastball down the middle of the plate, and he's like, yeah, damn it. Could do nothing with it. 9th inning, Soto goes in there. The only thing that he made interesting He gets Rojas to ground out to the shortstop. Then he gets to the Trey Turner. Betts ends up flying out to right field. Freddie Freeman, he goes up 0-2 on Freddie Freeman. And then I guess he decided to just get silly, throws 3 straight pitches well out of the zone. I get the strategy. Don't give him anything. Maybe he'll get fooled. Maybe he'll think you're going, to the plate, trying to throw a strike, trying to get him looking on something there. Maybe you get him swinging something wild, but 3 pitches completely out of the zone. And then, man, he came back with authority. 98-mile-per-hour sinker. Freddie Freeman swings over top of it. Have a seat, sir. 9th inning. Ferguson is pitching for the Dodgers. Ellis pinch hits for Cody Clemens. He grounds out to short. Sosa goes up there, flies out to right field. And then Kyle Schwarber, Schwarbaum, blasts it into the night in right field. Doesn't have to hustle around the bases this time around, folks. Phillies end it with a 5-4 victory. The walk-off home run. 2nd game in a row with a walk-off victory for the Fightin' Phils. And we can all feel right with the world. I feel fantastic watching my team win 6 in a row. And I hope you feel fantastic as well. But like I said, it's only the Dodgers. I mean, come on. Dodgers, come on. By the way, public service announcement. Has anyone talked to Keith Hernandez? Not to totally throw it back to last year, but has anyone checked on Keith Hernandez lately? Because I can't imagine watching a $330 million payroll team suck at baseball. And yes, I'm aware that the Mets just kicked the Phillies' ass, but that's old news. It's not a good time to be a Mets fan, folks. It's not a good time to be. I mean, when is it? The last time the Mets won was that 3-game series with the Phillies. We're having fun. Let's get to the chat check. See how you guys are doing on this fine evening after this Phillies victory. Tyler, 6 wins. Yeah, baby. Greg Benson, JFK doing the call. Pitch to Schwab. What the hell? Greg, why are you teeing me up for a JFK impression? Don't put a quarter in Don't put a quarter in this terrible impression machine. Don't do that. Now I'll be doing my terrible Christopher Walken. I'll be doing my terrible Al Pacino. Yeah, I'll be doing everyone that was like famous mostly in the 90s. Like that's what I'll be doing. You don't want that. Or the 60s in this case. Pitch to Schwaba. Swing. Gone. Game over. There you go. See, you're welcome. Go Sixers says, good evening, Farzy. Good evening, Go Sixers. John Marinelli. Ranger was very good. Strom sucked, but Schwarber redeemed him. Very true. Zach Hyde. What's up, Zach Hyde? Strom was already done more than he was hired. He's already done more than he was hired to do, honestly. He did not do great today, but not that upset. Look, I'm the same way. I still love the guy. I think he does a great job, but this was a rough outing for him. Soto's been great most of the year. He's had some rough outings. It's baseball. Here's what's great. Connor Brogdon has left a lot to be desired this year, but I don't find myself so far this year, and it's June 9th, I don't find myself being like, oh, my God, I hope Familia doesn't come in. You know what I mean? Like, that was the guy you're looking at last year, like, oh, God, come on. Oh, Familia is coming in the game. There's not really a guy like that. Everyone has kind of pulled their own weight in this bullpen, and I love that. That's how you know you got a bullpen you could trust for the most part. But, yes, credit where credit is due, blame where blame is due. Tonight, blame is due to Matt Strom. Crazy. What's up, Crazy? Great game. My only concern was putting Strom in the 7th inning. I think he does well earlier in games. Yeah, I think he does well as a 5th starter. If I could fish my wish would be that you don't have Matt Strom as a bullpen arm. And I think he's great. And he's great as a bullpen arm. Great. But right now, you don't have a 5th starter. And until somebody comes up for the minors, McGarry, until somebody, Andrew Painter's healthy, I don't know. I think Matt Strom should take over the 5th starter role. Stretch him back out. Get him going. K. Raleigh, what's up? K. Raleigh Strom almost cost the Phillies the game. You are correct. Sean Gillespie, what's up, Sean? Pitching has to do better, says K. Raleigh. Sean Gillespie says, go Phils. Zach Hunt. Yeah, Lawson would be very upset with him, but how often are we saying Strom almost screwed us? You're right. No, I agree. I agree with that point. People saying hi to one another in the chat. We're all getting along in the chat. This is great. K. Raleigh, no, I'm very upset with Strom. He cost Ranger, who pitched a gem, with the win. How about this? How would you like this? Zach Wheeler goes out there, gets a no-hitter in the 8th inning, doesn't even get the win. Wah, wah. Ranger Suarez goes out there, 103 pitches, leaves with a 4-1 lead, 6 innings, strikes out 8, I believe. Yeah, 8. And he doesn't get the win. This one sucks. I was having a conversation with somebody. That's my brother. Oh, my God. I was having a conversation with my brother earlier in the season about the pitch clock. And he's like, what do you think about the pitch clock? And I'm like, I actually like it. I think baseball has evolved to this point. And he was making the argument for, he's more of a traditionalist, I would say, than I am. And I always consider myself a traditionalist until I was like, give me robot umpires, give me a pitch clock. I want to see the strike zone and the box on the TV, and I want the DH of the National League, you know? I guess I used to be I'm a non-practicing traditionalist. I don't know. So my brother's like, yeah, I don't like the pitch count and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, this is what baseball has evolved to. If you're going to have this many like specialists and you're going to be changing things, as much as you're going to be changing things, and you're so worried about other guys' arms, and you're taking this much time to play a game because there's so much more thinking involved than there used to be. Well, this is the point that baseball has evolved to, where you got to have a pitch clock. So yeah, I just think that we've gotten to a point now where in baseball, if you're trying to get wins for pitchers, they got to pitch longer, but that's something that I don't think you're going to go back to. Like, you're not going to go back to the days of Robin Roberts. Like, you're not going to go back to the days where there's 28 complete games this year for Aaron Nola. Like, it's not going to happen. Not happening, man. I looked it up recently because it came up. Oh, who the heck were we talking about on the broadcast? Anyway, that's a research for another day. But yes, I miss complete games. I miss 20-game winners on the regular. I miss all that stuff, but it's just not the way the game's played anymore. So if the guys aren't going to pitch 9 innings, I mean, you even get 8 innings from Zach Wheeler, he doesn't even get the win. But yeah, you got to offense has to come up clutch when the pitchings come up clutch, and that's how you get wins for your starting pitchers. But yes, it sucks for Zach Wheeler. It absolutely sucks for Ranger Suarez. But that's just the nature of the beast. Sean Kilrain, what's up, Sean Kilrain? Schwar bombs for everyone. What's up, man? Crazy. I'm upset with Strom. He wasn't utilized properly, in my opinion. Don't think he should go in late games. Wouldn't disagree. Sean Kilrain, hell of a catch by Cody tonight as well. Damn right. Zach kind of agreeing with that. Everyone's getting along. Everyone's agreeing. Yeah, Sean Kilrain. I saw that. Aaron Nola talked about it the other day. The pitch clock seems faster at CBP. I don't know what that means. I need an investigation as soon as humanly possible to really figure out what the hell's going on there. For some reason, YouTube sent me to the end fight scene from the original Mark of Zorro. Amazing. Okay, now back to baseball. Sean Gillespie, you were watching Mark. Wait, is it Marcus or Mask? Mask of Zorro. You mean Mask of Zorro, right? That is a legendary fight scene, Sean Gillespie. Are you talking about the one Anthony Hopkins, Antonio Banderas, and Catherine Zeta-Jones before she was like Catherine Zeta-Jones, like when she was bursting on the scene? If that's the one you're talking about, that fight scene is incredible. They're around the mine or something like that. Anyway, that's pretty cool. What should you call this land? California. Anyway, Cody, all glove, no love. Clemens from here on out. Cody Clemens, ladies and gentlemen, going into tonight was batting .281 after he got a single, and his first at bat was batting .291 as a starter this year. And his on-base percentage, forget about it. His on-base percentage was, I didn't write that down either, like an idiot. 320. Let's just say it was 347. Let's just say it was 347. Sean Gillespie, how dare you? Your walking is incredible, or your walking is legendary. You're too kind. There we go. Mark. What? Basil? What are we talking about here? What are you? It's crazy. Anyway, thanks to everybody in the chat. You guys are great as per usual. I will be back with you guys tomorrow. Phillies and Dodgers play game 2 of this 3-game series in South Philadelphia. It'll be a 4:05 start time. I believe it is for tomorrow night. Yeah, 4:05 tomorrow afternoon. 4:05 start time. Aaron Nola back on the bump for the Phillies. He'll get the start against Bobby Miller. He'll be throwing for the Dodgers, the young right-hander, 24 years old. Going to be making just his fourth start of his career. He is coming off a six scoreless inning performance against the New York Yankees. Prior to that, it was 1 run in 6 innings against the Washington Nationals. So Bobby Miller, just 24 years old, the righty, going to be taking on these Phillies bats. He's 2-0 in his young career with a 1.06 ERA. We all know Aaron Nola at the start he's coming off of, so I don't even need to tell you. I mentioned some good news earlier. Do we have that ready to go there? Alex Schmidt, Alec Boehm, what did he do today? According to our friends there at Phillies Bell, Alec Boehm ran the bases on Thursday. That was yesterday, and is tracking to return to the Phillies on Saturday. So tomorrow we could be seeing Alec Boehm back in the lineup. Nice to see him in the dugout tonight. Thank you, Alex. Nice to see him on the dugout tonight, swinging a bat, really into it. And let me just say this. The bearded fella, the Reese Hoskins guy, really enjoyed him in the booth. So that's where we're at with all that. Thanks for watching, everybody. This show is brought to you by the great people at Colony Pools and Power Washing. Bring your home back to life for the summer of 2023. Give our sponsor for the entire baseball season a call at 302-762-2250. If you're tired of seeing the green algae stains on your roof, if you live in Delco, Chester, or in the state of Delaware, let Colony pressure wash your house and take the pressure off you. I'm Marc Farzetta. This is the Phillies post-game show. Be back with you guys tomorrow after the 4:05 start time. And Aaron Nola hopefully going another 7 innings, 8 innings. Dominant. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for a series win tomorrow. Clinch a series win against the Dodgers. Let's hope for that. Right? See you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. Alex Schmidt produced the program, did a wonderful job as per usual. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Do you stream on a Roku, Fire Stick, Google TV, or Apple TV? Now you can watch 6ABC 24/7 with the 6ABC Philadelphia streaming app.
And the big story on Action News.
Search 6ABC Philadelphia and start streaming today.
Go to get your game on. Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the stakes and the stakes. Go to get your parlay on. Go to get your party on. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean. Visit theoceanac.com to plan your visit.
The greatest fans on earth. It's a bold statement, but would you expect anything less from Philadelphia? 58 years of heartache creates a toughness, a grit, a resolve not found in most. Sure, our prayers were answered, but now that we've had a taste, we're looking for more. Pondley Hockey, official partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go passionately. Go fearlessly. Go confidently.
Go Birds!
Go confidently towards your goals with First Trust, Philly's hometown bank for nearly 90 years, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're focused on getting you over the goal line. So go with conviction, go with trust,
Go Birds!
and go forward with us by your side. First Trust Bank, the official bank of Philadelphia dreams. Oh, and go Birds.
This is Governor Ed Rendell urging you to vote for my friend Judge Pat Dugan for Superior Court. I appointed Judge Dugan in 2007 to the Philadelphia Municipal Court, where he now serves as its president judge. Pat is a proud Army veteran of 23 years. He served 2 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's also recommended by the Philadelphia Bar Association. But most importantly, he bleeds Eagles green and hates those Dallas Cowboys. So get out and vote for number 3, Judge Pat Dugan for Superior Court.
Paid for by Dugan 2023.
Eagles.